Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my garage. This is Cigar Garage with Doc. Before I start, I'd just like to ask you to please hit a button, subscribe, hit the bell, and Lord, please do that because we really need it. Okay, guys, we really need it because they're trying to take a lot of these cigar shows and not only that, but discussion programs that talk about politics, religion, and all that stuff off the air. So please give us not only myself, but all the other stations you watch. Hit the bell, give them a subscription, and a thumbs up. Okay, I'd appreciate that. I really would. Not only for me, but for all the other guys online. And for you, because when you want to get online and speak your piece, no matter what it is, you should be allowed to do so. I totally believe in freedom of speech, that's for sure. Well, today, before I tell you a little bit about something, this cigar, okay, I don't have a thing, I was holding it up before. Here it is. It's a Vega 5 Golden, and it's a beautiful, beautiful Connecticut wrapper with South American Connecticut wrapper. But look at that wrapper. It looks like paper. It's so perfect. It looks fake, but it's not. It's beautiful. The burn is really nice. The smoke is really smooth and light. Very creamy, beautiful cigar for the morning. This is the morning I'm having it with a cup of joe. My cup of joe says mug of tea, but that's a lie. Okay, but I really do like this cigar. This is, I never had it before. This is the first time I'm smoking it. And boy, it's been wonderful from the start. Plenty of smoke, beautiful draw. This is almost a perfectly made cigar at any price. This is really, really nice. But anyway, let me talk about something that's controversial today. And if you don't want to hear about the new Pope, then please just say goodbye and get yourself one of these Vegas and enjoy your afternoon. Come on back later and see some of the other videos and have a discussion with me. But if you're still here, then I want to talk a little bit about this new Pope Leo. I want you to know this guy's from Chicago, all right? And yes, I was a Catholic. In fact, there was a point in my life I was going to become a Franciscan priest. I know all about the Catholic religion. I know all about catechism. Went to all the catechism myself. Went to Sunday school. Went to CCD. Went to all these things I went to a public elementary school. And my parents really didn't have the money at the time to send me to Catholic school. Well, I'm sure they would have. I went to public schools, but I had to go across the street. There was a Catholic school across the street, and after school, we had our CCD classes and all that. Did all my sacraments, so I know what I'm talking about. The one thing is that this Pope is the same Pope that talked about the Ten Commandments in the Word of God. He actually said, this is just about a quote, that people who live by the Ten Commandments and believe in the Ten Commandments and follow the Ten Commandments have like a mental disorder. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Basically, that they're not all there. They're not stable is what he was talking about. Well, I got news for him. People who follow the Ten Commandments are not only stable, but they're loved and well-loved people. And they're very brilliant people on this earth who believe in the Ten Commandments. Not everybody is brilliant. Not everybody's rich. Not everybody has a great job. But the people who believe in the Ten Commandments, no matter what walk of life, that's the golden rule, folks. That's the rule about love and worshiping God and living a life without trying to steal from your neighbors, without committing adultery and things like that. So this Pope to say such a thing, I call him out. Pope Leo, this is Doc. I call you out. I want you to stand up, and I want you to tell the people what you said. And I have one question for Pope Leo, and that is, do you believe in the Word of God? And if so, do you follow it? Should people believe in the Word of God and that it is the Word of God? Or do you believe that it's not? There is only one of two answers there, either yes or no. Either you believe and you follow it, or you don't believe and you don't follow it. So don't get people confused by saying these kind of ridiculous things. if you read the Ten Commandments, if anybody is out there that doesn't really even know where they came from, the Ten Commandments were given to Moses. When Moses came out of Egypt, he was called up to Mount Sinai. And up on the top of Mount Sinai, he saw the burning bush. Most of you have even heard that story, even if you don't know much about Christianity. In the burning bush, God said, Moses, take off your shoes. You are on holy ground. And with the finger of God, with the fire of God, in a rock in the side of the mountain, he wrote the Ten Commandments. And he said, bring these down, bring these back down. God himself wrote the Ten Commandments. He didn't give them to Moses to write down, like a scribe or anything like that. He touched the rock and created the Ten Commandments. He gave 2 tablets to Moses, 5 commandments and 5 commandments. And then he told Moses to go and give it to the people and tell them that these are the commands of God. They're called commandments for a reason, Pope Leo. They're called commandments for a reason. Pope Leo needs to stand up and tell the people what he really believes in. And if he does believe in the Ten Commandments, and he does tell you to follow the Ten Commandments, then I myself will say, Pope Leo, I'm for you, I'll back you. But me I will never back a person who looks at the Word of God and changes it in any way, because the Word of God also says that if you add to the book, he'll add to you, or take away from the book, he'll take away your name from the book of life. And if you add to the book, meaning the Bible, anything at all, a jot or a tittle to that book, the Lord said that he'll add all of the plagues on top of your head from that book. So Pope Leo, I call you out. Speak about the Ten Commandments. Speak about the Word of God. Tell the people what you really believe in. Tell the people what you think about abortion. Tell the people what you think about same-sex marriage. Tell the people so that they know who you really are. And I think a lot of people are going to agree with me when it's all over. Anyway, I know this is controversial. You have a right to believe any way you want, whatever religion you want. But when someone's lying, they're lying. I don't care who they are. I don't care whether it's the Pope, obviously, or whether it's Muslims or anybody else. When Muslims say that the Christians are wrong, I just point them to the Quran. The Quran says that we have the truth in the book. That if they came to the truth in the book, they would know who Jesus is, and they would know Jesus is the Son of God. But they don't want to see that, and their imams never tell them about that. But that's another controversial thing we'll talk about in the future. But this is something that you need to go and check on. If you don't believe me, go check on it yourself. Look it up online. It's online. It's on everything's on the internet. So anyway, I just want to finish up with that. Say God bless. Come back later for another cigar, and you're always welcome. Okay, you're always welcome in the Cigar Garage with Doc. So again, thumbs up. Hit the button. God bless you. And have a great day.